Morning, it's the 11th of the 9th, 2021, 9/11. I think it's 20 years today since Twin Towers went down. Sad day that was. Look here, look at cars here. I'm just up at the side of the old Silver Colliery. And there's a bit of a I think what happened, Dave Hadfield, otherwise known as Wingnut, UM delegate at Silverwood Colliery, after the strike for a few years, took over from previous delegate Derek France. Anyway, 67-year-old, and he died early this year, a couple of months ago. And they're going to scatter his ashes here on his in the next few minutes. I'll just show you how many's turned up for him. Look at that. That's a measure of how popular he were. What a popular fella. He was an electrician. We never held that against him. And a bit of a character. We're going to start proceedings anyway. So.
All over. So thanks particularly to them, but thanks to all of you for coming. As you know, Dave passed away in hospital on the 19th of May in Tenerife after a very, very short illness. Stunned us all. We were so shocked. Left a great big hole in our lives. We still haven't come to terms with it. We're trying very hard to do so, but it's not easy. For those who knew Dave, you'll know why. I'm joined by his family today, by his dear daughter Mandy and her husband Adrian, and his two amazing granddaughters Lauren and Heather. I'm also joined by Philip, his brother, our kid, Rob, are the two polite names we used to call him. Philip's wife Sue, and we've got their son Joe here. His wife unfortunately can't be here because she's just had baby 2 weeks ago. New baby Eve, and they also have a son Jack. Also joined by the other son's wife, Sarah, and that's Sarah's daughter, Sam and Sarah's daughter, Emily. So all the family are here. Apart from somewhere, Dave's remaining half and her daughter. Three daughters. I've met one before. That's Andrew, and I can see her there now. So thanks to everybody for coming. That's the introductions done. Right, so we had his funeral in Tenerife not long after he passed away. It was difficult because of COVID. We had COVID restrictions. None of the family could come. None of the family could fly to Tenerife. So for those of you who were part of it, we knew that we had to do something special. So I had a live feed installed at the funeral, and many of you there would have watched here at home. After that, we sent him off in style. We had a really, really good do at a friend's bar. Plenty of San Miguel flowing, which is exactly what he would have wanted. And then I had to bring the ashes back here to Tenerife. And I think they're there behind me. Well, they were very heavy, extremely heavy, and I had no idea how we were going to get them back. And I went back to the funeral home a couple of days afterwards and said, look, I've got to take these ashes to Tenerife. Please give me a lighter urn. And they said in their polite Spanish, Madam, it's not the urn, it's the ashes. I rang Mandy and said, oh gosh. She said, trust me, Dad, the last laugh, of course. Knowing Dave, he would have been laughing all the way. Because I was flying here with the ashes, I had to let the airline company know, because they need to know that you're carrying ashes on board. So I got to the boarding gate and I found out they'd given me a whole row to myself. And she said, the air stewardess said, give me the ashes, which I did. And she said, right, I'll put him next to you, strap him into the seat next to you. Well, of course, he would have loved that. So he was sat right next to me all the way here. So we got here safely. Dave?
Anyway, that's his message telling us all about what happened. He died in Tenerife, and I'm sure you heard bits on it. Just while we're here, there's a few miners passed away in the last 12 months. I wrote down what I could remember, but I might as well remember them while we're here. Obviously David Hadfield, who we're here for, Martin Ullman, Eddie Edwards, Tony Scrivens, Keith Watts, Chelsea, Dennis Harpwood, Tony Morris, Dean Spooner, Johnny Mellon, Ted Alton, Gary Frith, Judy Stuart Tennant, Paul Salter, and Judy, I can't see name. Oh, Judy Tomasi, sorry about that. So yes, we'll remember them while we're here and all. Yeah, it's a great turn, eh? Gonna have his best mate in a minute, so I'll just keep it running. Sorry about length it's taking, but
Not many shouts going on last season. I hope this season's better. When they won against Donny the other day, that's a sign. Fine. I hope we don't win today if it's just the day. And I know some of you are going off soon afterwards to go to the match, so please give them an extra cheer for Dave. The other arm was the NUM. As you know, Dave was a miner, a pit man. When he asked what he did for a living, he would always say, I was a miner. He would never say, I'm an electrician. I was a miner, I worked underground. But as you know, he was an electrician, and he worked underground. I did that because you all know about electricians. They would do anyway.
Well, that worked,
God knows what they did. Daniel couldn't tell you what they did.
a lot, they were grafters.
No, because you're all a set side on him, weren't you?
So I'm just going to say that they playing darts or sleeping together.
Spooning!
Anyway, he was an electrician and Daniel Kevin here was working with him as a fitter. But they were all, well, worked together in inverted commas, sorry. They were always together. One of them would walk into a bar, into a pub, and they'd go, where's the other one? Sure enough, the other one would walk in, joined at the hip, I think, or you at those days, always together. And even though they lived 2,000 miles apart, they still remained close friends. Whenever we came back, we'd always ring, meet up with Kevin. He was known as Banger, and you know, Dave was known as Wingnut. Wingnut and Banger together, they were just totally inseparable, always together. Then from the pit, he went on to become the delegate for Silverwood. And I leave that to his, we've got two people here from the NUM. We've got Chris Kitchen from Yorkshire, and then we've got Steve Fry from Durham, representing the Durham NUM. So I listen to them to explain more about his involvement.
this was his best mate. Both idle fuckers, but they could, between them they were like a two-man crowd. I don't know, could shout like this Banger, you ought to.
I think it would, Dave.
I think it would, to be honest. You know, take that off of me, he could shout for England, couldn't he?
Oh,
England
definitely.
and did they play football? No, any of the ladies play for Rotherham Boys, did he?
I think he had trials at Rotherham, but he didn't.
I think he got in.
A bit like me in that respect.
I think he got in through his size and his vocal ability rather than his football ability. But yeah, he was part of, well, he was everything, big man. And when I say big man, I don't mean clever fuck, I don't like that, I mean big personality. You've got to have a big personality to stand out in a colliery with 1,500 other big personalities, aren't there?
That's correct, Dave.
Everybody knew him. If you said, have you seen Dave Hadfield, wouldn't have a clue you're on about, well, only his real mates. If you said where's Wingnut, he's there, they'll hear him. So, thanks for that, Meg.
Cheers, Dave.
Smashing turnout, innit?
Brilliant.
Good lad. So yeah, that's his best friend, Banger. And a good friend of mine and all, God bless him. I'm going to stop it now because I'm conscious we're running on.